Week of kind of spin the wheel when it comes to your political headlines. So you might be having a tough time kind of navigating through all of the headlines and what they mean. In this corner, we have Attorney General William Barr in the headlines for saying that the FBI basically spied on the Trump campaign. We have no one budging when it comes to the president's taxes. We also have the first Democrat charged in the Mueller probe. And then we have the elusive Julian Assange in handcuffs yesterday morning. So we are lucky enough to have Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace with us live in Washington to break all of this down. So you've been doing this a long time. I've been waiting to talk to you all morning here. Which headline got your attention as kind of the big spotlight this morning?
Well, there's a new headline this morning, and I guess you have to go as a newsman, Lena, and good morning to you, with the most recent. There's a story on the front page of the Washington Post today that at 2 points, once in November and once during the government shutdown, that the Trump administration suggested to the Department of Homeland Security that they take all those migrants coming across the border and they put them in buses and they ship them to sanctuary cities, including San Francisco, which just coincidentally happens to be the home district of Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House. According to the report, this was going to be done in retaliation to people who were critics of the president's policy. Obviously, representatives in sanctuary cities come from pretty liberal areas. It was rejected twice by ICE. They said it was inappropriate. And the only thing really that the administration is pushing back on is they're saying, well, that yes, it was a suggestion that we made as to how to handle these people, but it wasn't being done in retaliation. I have to say, I'm not sure that passes the laugh test.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you know what? We should say we're used to it by now, that old Friday data dump, right, happening on Fridays. We're used to it now. But also now former Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristen Nielsen, apparently pushed back on this idea as well.
Well, that's right. And that's one of the objections, and maybe one of the reasons that she is the former secretary is that, and this I know from having talked to top White House officials, they were very frustrated with Nielsen, and they felt that on a variety of issues that they were pushing her to do things and to have her department do things. I'll give you an example. One of the things that happens now is people come over the border and they aren't trying to sneak into the country, they're trying to seek asylum. And the initial test is something where they speak to a DHS officer and they have to cite credible fear. They have to, excuse me, give a credible reason as to why they believe they need asylum in the U.S. and can't live in their own country. And the White House felt that the DHS was being way too lenient in granting credible fear, which allowed people to be in the country sometimes for months or even a year before they got a full hearing. And about 90% of the cases in which people came and claimed credible fear, for instance, from Central America, the DHS officials would say, yeah, you've got credible fear that you're going to be hurt if you go back. And the White House felt that they were being way too lenient in that. So, yeah, there was a lot of areas in which the White House was pushing for DHS to be more aggressive, and DHS was pushing back.
Right. Now we have Vice President Pence on the Arizona border also saying that separating families is no longer going to be part of the policy there. I wish we had more time, Fred. We're so lucky to have you.
Well, so thank you so much. We'll be talking about all of this and those other headlines, including the arrest of Julian Assange and Bill Barr saying the FBI spied on the Trump campaign. Talk about all of that on Fox News Sunday.
Thank you so much. And everyone can tune in right here on Fox 26, 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.